As the clock is winding down, we are getting closer and closer to October 31st of 2024. That is the day in which the Killer Clowns hope to deliver the biggest purge in the entire history, and that is to take over the entire world on Halloween night. Now, this video is all about making sure that all of you guys are going to be safe on Halloween night, because this video, I'm going to go ahead and present to you some tips, some advice on how to survive the Killer Clown Purge and how to stay safe out there. Now, for the people who might not believe in the Killer Clown Purge, these tips may be able to help you nonetheless for any other type of danger out there. But anyways, again, this video is all about making sure that you're safe this coming Halloween. And again, that's what this video is all about, everybody, to make sure that all of you, the great fans, get the chance to make sure that you stay protected and safe on Halloween night, October 31st of 2024. Of course, as I mentioned, we have many different tips, and to really cut to the chase, the first tip, arguably the most important tip of all, definitely travel in groups. Now, the clowns prey on the isolated. So it's going to be very, very crucial for all of you to make sure that you stick together in groups and watch each other's backs and always have a plan for where you're heading, because, well, if you guys have no idea what you guys are doing or where you guys are heading, it might be an easy target for the Killer Clowns to surround you guys, should you guys enter in some sort of a secluded area, let's say. But nonetheless, though, it's going to be very much important for you to travel in groups and make sure that you guys have each other's backs, and communication is going to be key here. Make sure to communicate tightly and to make sure that you guys are able to move quickly as well as a group if you guys see something strange, which leads me to the next tip. Beware of the signs. Now, killer clowns like to hide in the shadows. They like to be behind trees, and as I stated before, they like to be in secluded areas and just wait until somebody comes around. But the point is this: there are signs of killer clowns being aware, such as perhaps maybe the creepy laughter. Some of them, of course, do actually laugh intentionally to try to scare you. And if you instantly hear laughter, it's best for you to make sure that you run away from the opposite direction. Or perhaps maybe balloons tied in unexpected places, strange music playing in the background. It could be anything of these signs. It's best for you to make sure that you escape immediately and trust your instincts. If you really feel something, if you actually have a gut feeling that something is wrong, make sure to trust it and make sure to get out of there quickly as possible. Now, in terms of killer clowns as well, they like to really go out there, and whether if it's attacking people, whether if it's scaring people, or even abducting people, these killer clowns are not going to stop until they get their plan, until they actually succeed in their plan. So if you ever get to see killer clowns attacking somebody, it's going to be best for you not to engage at that moment, but to continue to see what's happening, so therefore you can actually call the authorities, and the authorities can handle it. Now, if you truly, and I mean truly, have what it takes to knock down the threat, then you may actually perhaps want to help out the person in need. But some of these killer clowns, I stated before, that they like to be in groups as well, right? So if you see one clown attacking one person, for the most part, there could be other killer clowns lurking and just waiting for somebody to come in and help the innocent, help the victim, and the killer clowns come in and attack whoever is helping out. So I'm just saying that it's going to be very important for you to make sure that you do not engage, and whenever you see killer clowns outside or whatever, don't go outside and pull out your phones and start recording. Don't do this or that, because that's going to cost your life, that's for sure. But in terms of, again, killer clowns attacking innocent people, and you, again, if you feel confident enough, if you check your surroundings, if you don't see any killer clowns, then you may very well help them out. But again, it's best for you to call the authorities as quickly as possible. That way they can definitely help out the person who is getting attacked. Now, this one is a little controversial, because when I say arm yourself, I'm not necessarily saying for you to carry out guns and shoot people that you believe that is a threat. That is not what I'm saying. However, you're going to have to defend yourself if necessary. So it's going to be very important for you guys to make sure that you keep around maybe some items like baseball bats or something heavy. Therefore, if a killer clown, should a killer clown approach you, at the very least, you'll know that you have something to defend yourself with. It could be as heavy as a textbook, for example. If you, of course, are a person that's going to be walking home from school to your house and you got to make sure you walk alone, or I should say you're going to be walking alone somewhere secluded, at the very least, make sure that you take your textbooks with you just in case that's going to be needed when trying to whack these guys, these wackos, so to speak. But also, speaking of which, if you are ever alone, one thing that you're also going to want to do is to make sure that you whip out your phone and just live stream if you can. Live stream yourself. If you really are alone and you have no idea, where you're at, or if you, of course, are feeling frightened or feel bizarre, then it's best for you to take out your phone and just live stream anywhere, from YouTube to Twitch or any other, Instagram, of course, TikTok Live, it doesn't really matter, social media platforms out there, any of them. Make sure that you take out your phone and film your surroundings, that you, of course, film yourself as well, because of two different reasons. Number one, the people who are going to be watching the stream are going to have your back for the most part. They might see something that you may not. And then secondly, if there is a killer clown approaching and something happens, you at least have the footage for evidence. And if anything, hopefully the killer clowns do stray away from cameras and so forth, because of course these killer clowns don't want to be on camera, so that way if they actually do get caught, then of course they will be reprimanded by the police officers and the authorities. Now, my last one here might be one that doesn't really go... It just might be one that doesn't really need to be said, but for purposes only, you're going to have to stay calm. Okay? Because panic leads to mistakes, and mistakes make you vulnerable. So it's going to be also very imperative for all of you to keep your wits about you. Stay vigilant, and really, as I stated before, trust your instincts. And that right there is going to be the most important, the boldest statement today. It's going to be the boldest statement today. Trust your instincts. You're going to have to make sure that you trust it, because if you really have a deep feeling about something and it's not just right, then it's going to be very important for you to make sure you trust your instincts. But again, at the end of the day, just make sure to be safe, please, everybody. Make sure to be safe, and more importantly, make sure to look out for each other. I mean, seriously, this is all about humanity at the end of the day, right? Killer clowns out there are the enemy, and we as a humanity, as humans, we need to make sure that we stick together, that you guys are able to help each other out and help each other to the point that if anybody's in danger, you'll be there for them. If anything is going to be transpiring over the next few weeks, or of course leading up to Halloween next month. But again, everybody, I mean, this is getting way out of control. We talked about the killer clowns in the previous broadcast, how they apparently were looking to target California, the state of California. However, of course, we have no confirmation just yet exactly what's going on with that. We're trying to contact the local police in California, but of course, until then, we're going to just keep an eye out. But this seems to be just about it. So again, everybody, if you want, make sure to share this video for your friends, for your family members, anybody nearby, anybody that might be seeing this online, because if there is going to be a killer clown purge happening this coming year, these tips are definitely going to increase the chances of you surviving the killer clown purge. Perhaps maybe the most dangerous night in the history of, well, Earth, so to speak. Will it be happening? We're going to find out. But again, everybody, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share the video, because it's going to be crazy over the next couple of weeks. I'll guarantee you that. But nonetheless, everybody, thanks for joining us. Of course, you have a good night. We'll see you in the next broadcast. When it comes to the killer clowns, the reports continue.